Gary, we can keep the Empire and Rebels analogy going. I'm sure you heard Buffett and Munger's comments on crypto over the weekend. Munger hating on what he called the Bitcoin success and calling it contrary and disgusting to the interests of civilization. I'm sure you have some strong thoughts on this.
You know, I mean,
what are they missing?
They are incredible legends, obviously, Buffett and Munger, and we have a ton to learn from them. But, you know, one of the things that Buffett said he learned early was to not do the one last puff sort of investment, the end of its life value bet. And if you look and zoom out on the economy, you might find that, you know, like we said, productivity generating software is coming for every segment of the economy. You know, we talked about Uber. You know, we have companies like Shelf Engine, for instance, that is literally replacing the guy with a clipboard in a grocery store. And so this is a company that is bringing smart software into grocery stores. They're in more than 1,000 stores now, growing very quickly, saved more than 1 million pounds of food since they started, actually. So it's fighting food waste. But the most important part of this is they've put multiple percentage points of profit on the grocer bottom line. And
Garry,
that's the only thing that really matters here.
Is maybe the underlying point, the takeaway, that a certain type of investor, certain types of institutions, perhaps represented by Berkshire Hathaway, are focused on the downsides to crypto and the need for a certain amount of regulation or oversight to make sure it operates within the bounds of law in certain cases?
You know, I defer to Katie Hahn, who's at Andreessen Horowitz. She's on the board at Coinbase, you know, frequent guest for you guys, and she is incredible. You know, her point is really, really clear. You know, criminals love using cash because it's untraceable. If you're using crypto, crypto is extremely traceable, and so it's really not what you want to use. But I want to call out, I mean, we are on a momentous day.
There's a lot of ransomware attacks that seem to suggest otherwise.
That's right, but you'll be able to actually track every single Bitcoin that goes out there. But I want to call out Ethereum is headed to $10,000, which is crazy. It's, you know, at 3,500. It's you know, I'm really excited about where that is going because this is programmable money, actually.
So before we let you go, Gary, what is the general mood coming out of the Berkshire meeting last weekend? What's being said among your peers? Is it anger and resentment about Charlie and Warren, or is it more of a dismissal about voices that maybe some no longer find relevant?
You know, look, I would never count them out as people to pay attention to. I mean, their principles are really foundational to what it means to be a great investor. But, you know, the outcomes from those principles, you know, we can agree to disagree. You know, I think that Ethereum is ultrasound money. I think that there is a future here for both Bitcoin and Ethereum and sort of the whole world of cryptocurrencies, because this is the continuation of what we're talking about. Big tech was sort of the first wave. Crypto is the next.